If we are to be successful in preventing human trafficking, then partnership is inevitable. We need to combine the skills, experiences, and resources from all partners, including national, regional, and global, to make prevention truly effective. Thank you for joining us on NAPTIP On The Move. I'm Angela Agbegi. Our package brings you the launch of a new project geared toward the prevention of human trafficking. It's a partnership between NAPTIP and the International Center for Migration Policy Development, ICMPD, funded by the Kingdom of Netherlands. Our feature will tell you more. Stay with NAPTIP On The Move.
One of the five-pronged strategic approach of NAPTIP. Partnership is vital in the fight against human trafficking. Partnership, collaborative efforts and effective stakeholders coordination is integral to prevent, protect, prosecute and provide support to victims of human trafficking. NAPTIP, in its resolve to ensure a human trafficking and violence-free nation, partners with national, regional and international organizations, law enforcement, civil society organizations, faith-based organizations, traditional and educational institutions, development partners, and more. To enhance its preventive efforts in secondary schools, NAPTIP and the International Center for Migration Policy Development, ICMPD, initiated the school's anti-trafficking education and advocacy project funded by the Kingdom of Netherlands. The recent launch of this project in Abuja started with a courtesy visit by a high-level delegation from the Kingdom of Netherlands to NAPTIP. The delegation was led by the Dutch Minister for Migration, His Excellency Eric van der Berg.
And it's important for us being here because not only your country is a very important country for us, but you are also, as an organization, but also you as a person, very important for us.
Thank you.
Because the good cooperation between your country and your organization and us. And of course Nigeria is important in many ways for us. And we are here now to even make our bond stronger.
Yeah.
That's the main reason we are here today. And thank you for having us.
Welcoming the Netherlands delegation, the Director General of NAPTIP, Professor Fatima Waziri Azi, highlighted some of the support received from the Kingdom of Netherlands.
Nigeria and the Netherlands have had a very long and beneficial relationship, and even NAPTIP and the Kingdom of Netherlands has also had very good relationship. I know that close to 10 years ago, 2016, NAPTIP and the Dutch police actually signed an MOU, and that MOU was instrumental in a lot of ways to the agency in terms of the procurement of forensic equipment, capacity building of our investigation officers, and I know there was also a number of exchange visits between the Dutch police and also Nigeria. And of course, very recently, the Kingdom of Netherlands supported the Niger-Nigerian cooperation, which started with the signing of a memorandum of understanding to prevent, suppress, and punish trafficking in persons, especially women and children, between Nigeria and Niger. And that particular project was important because Nigeria and Niger shares a borderline of close to 2,000 kilometers. That cooperation was really very impactful. It supported a number of shared activities between both countries, which spanned across our 5 strategic approach: prevention, protection, prosecution, partnership and policy. And I know that we were also able to coordinate joint activities, especially around the World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. We had coordinating activities at the different side of the border, and that project also enhanced our relationship with not just our counterparts in Niger, but also the Nigerian police. And of course, we have the Promise project, which is being implemented by UNODC, which has also supported a number of activities from NAPTIP. Just recently, last month, we were all in Lagos to unveil the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit in the Lagos State Neighborhood Agency. And it also supported the training of NAPTIP prosecutors and investigators last year. I think about 30 NAPTIP investigators and prosecutors, in terms of coordination, working better, working in teams. And also, of course, the STEAP project, the School Anti-Trafficking Education and Advocacy project, which will help in enhancing what we already do. So one of the preventive mechanisms that we utilize in NAPTIP is the establishment of what we call the Anti-Trafficking in Persons and Violence Against Persons Vanguards in secondary schools. So these are just platforms for young people to educate themselves, sensitize their peers, go back home and sensitize their parents when it has to do with issues of human trafficking. What are the red flags? What are those things to look out for when somebody comes to you? Because we know that those are that's the age group that is mostly at risk.
Absolutely.
You know, they are targeted by human traffickers. So being able to build their capacity and just basically raise a generation of young people that can effectively speak to this process, we also add to preventive work. So the STEAP project is basically going to amplify, going to scale. So it's a whole of school and whole of community. So that is what the STEAP project brings to the table. So let me say, yes, we've enjoyed our working relationship with Netherlands, and we look forward to strengthening our partnership. On behalf of my team, on behalf of Nigeria, I want to say thank you for all the support.
The interaction with the Dutch delegation was indeed very fruitful. Then, the government secondary school Gwarimpa was the venue for the official launch of the implementation of Anti-Trafficking Schools Education and Advocacy Project and signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between NAPTIP and ICMPD. In attendance were chairmen and members of the State Task Force on Human Trafficking from 5 selected states, president and members of the Network Against Child Trafficking, Abuse and Labor, principals and students from the Government Girls Secondary School, Dutse, and the Government Secondary School, Gwarimpa, Head of Region, ICMPD West Africa, officials and the Director General of NAPTIP, the Dutch Ministers for Migration, Trade and Development, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Netherlands and other members of the Dutch delegation. The Director General of NAPTIP, Professor Fatima Waziri Azi, welcomed all present.
Let me especially thank the Kingdom of Netherlands for not just supporting this STEAP project, but for supporting NAPTIP and Nigeria over the years in the fight against trafficking in persons. Since 2016, NAPTIP and ICMPD have been working together in the area of curbing trafficking in persons in Nigeria. And one of the projects that were implemented was the infusion of trafficking in persons issues into basic and senior secondary schools. So as of today, Nigeria has infused issues of TIP in this curriculum. And also as an agency, since December 2021, we'll be inaugurating these same vanguards all across Nigeria. And as of today, we'll be able to inaugurate these vanguards in 108 secondary schools across the country. So these are federal government secondary schools, faith-based secondary schools, military secondary schools, including the FCT School for the Deaf.
She also spoke on the basis for the initiative.
This STEAP project basically scales the efforts that we've been doing over the years with ICMPD. And part of the outcomes of this project is to inaugurate this vanguard in additional 250 schools in 5 states. So we are very excited about that. We all know that when it has to do with tackling issues of human trafficking, different approaches need to be employed. But when we talk about prevention, prevention is key. And the reason why we focus on young people, we focus on secondary school pupils, is because they are the target group. And this project will help enhance their capacity in terms of recognizing what the red flags are. When people come and try to sell them a dream that may never come to pass, they know what is entailed. So we know that prevention reduces vulnerability. Prevention also leads to early intervention, and it also changes perceptions.
Head of Region, ICMPD West Africa, Dr. Mojisola Shedinde, also made a speech.
Today marks a significant milestone in our collective journey toward a safer, more secure future for our children and youth. This initiative is not just a project, it's a powerful commitment to change, a testament to our collective will to fight against the scourge of human trafficking. The STEAP project is our bold response to this challenge, rooted in the understanding that awareness and education are powerful tools. STEAP aims to transform schools into fortresses of knowledge and empowerment against human trafficking. We are focusing on a whole of school community approach, which involves students, teachers, parents, and the wider community. Our objective is clear: to significantly reduce the trafficking of school-age children in Nigeria and beyond. As we launch STEAP today, we do so with the belief that every child deserves to grow up in a world free from exploitation and fear. This project is a call to action for all of us. It requires collaboration, dedication, and persistence. The road ahead will be challenging, but our resolve is unwavering.
Highlight of the event was the official signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between NAPTIP and ICMPD. Then His Excellency Eric van der Berg, Netherlands Minister for Migration, addressed the forum.
It's my great honor and privilege to be here in the launch of STEAP. I'd like to thank ICMPD and NAPTIP for arranging this special event. Thank you for working so hard to bring together the wide range of experts present here today and for your tireless efforts to develop this initiative and timely project. The only way we can truly combat human trafficking is by working together. We have shared priorities in this area, such as prevention, protection, and prosecution. With that in mind, the government of the Kingdom of the Netherlands is keen to continue our partnership, and we're delighted to be launching this unique project today. Prevention is key. So we're pleased that NAPTIP and ICMPD have brought the needs to your attention and to our attention. And accordingly, the Netherlands is fully committed to the STEAP project, which aims to raise awareness of this issue within the school community and beyond. It's inspirational to see your dedication to protecting young Nigerians and raising awareness of the risks of irregular migration and human trafficking. I wish you all very success in implementing this project. It takes a great deal of work to address such a complex and difficult topic. We greatly appreciate all your efforts and those of all the stakeholders present here today.
With the speeches made, it was time to present certificates of recognition to the representatives from the 5 states, including Edo State, Enugu State, Delta State, Benue and Ogun States. Students of the 2 schools also received backpacks. The event ended with a vote of thanks by Grace Onyedikachi from the Government Secondary School, Gwarimpa. After a successful launch, a workshop on the implementation of the school's anti-trafficking education and advocacy project commenced on the next day, with welcoming remarks by officials of ICMPD and NAPTIP. Goodwill messages were delivered by stakeholders present.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire membership of NAPTIP Nigeria, want to appreciate the DG of NAPTIP for keeping this relationship and partnership between government and civil society organizations very resourceful and ongoing. It has been one partnership that has become a very good example for other countries of West Africa and across the world. Every time our colleagues from other countries had the opportunity to work with us, they envy the fact that we have a very good relationship with our government, and that has gone a long way to define the wholesomeness of the Nigerian response to TIPSO. And to ICMPD, who have been very valuable partners to NAPTAL, we appreciate you for giving us the opportunity to be part of this very resourceful project. As civil society organizations, we will continue to complement the effort of the government of Nigeria and our development partners towards the Nigerian response to TIPSO.
On behalf of all the task forces, I'd like to show our appreciation for this initiative. We are honored that these 5 states, our 5 states, have been chosen for the pilot, and we assure you that we'll do all we can to ensure the success of this very laudable initiative. We have seen that the intervention of NAPTIP and the intervention of the states have yielded very, very positive results. This initiative is so good, catching them young, getting these people to see the dangers, because a lot of people being trafficked. The statistics show that a lot of them are in this captive youth age. So the earlier we get them, the better. Catching them young is so important. So ICMPD and NAPTIP, thank you very, very much for the initiative. We assure you of our fullest cooperation. Of course, the development partners, Royal Embassy of the Netherlands, we say thank you as well.
The technical session began in earnest with presentations on overview on human trafficking by Josiah Emerole, NAPTIP Director of Research and Program Development, as well as objectives and expected outcomes of the workshop, and an overview of the STEAP project by Dr. Mojisola Shedende, Head of Region, ICMPD West Africa. The workshop was highly interactive, and participants from the 5 states task forces on human trafficking commended the initiative.
This project is very timely. Really appreciate their thoughts for this project, as it's meant to reach out to our children because of the prevalence of trafficking in our country today, and most especially in Benue State. We are so happy that we've been chosen as a pilot state to carry out this project. And as soon as we get back to Benue State, we are going to sit as a task force, look at the way forward. I'll be very glad to go and present our certificate of recognition to the governor and also give him a report of what has happened here, so that we'll see how we're going to implement this project. We're going to make maximum use of this opportunity so that we can reduce trafficking to the barest minimum in Benue State.
We want to appreciate the ICMPD and NAPTIP for this laudable project and the vision to reach out to schools in the various chosen states, of which Delta State is participatory. Certificates of recognition were awarded as one of the states that have been chosen for the project. We are grateful for this initiative, and we think it is very apt at this time because most of the young persons being trafficked are now children, with traffickers scaling down their approaches to primary and secondary school level. So it's a project that is apt, and we appreciate that Delta State was chosen as one of the states, pilot states for this project. We pledge our full support to the project to see that it is implemented to the latter in the state.
Others pledged their commitment to the project.
Let me first commend the organizers of the training, because this training is very, very educative and interactive. So by the time I get back to the state and educate them on what I've learned here, on integration of this curriculum into the secondary school curriculum, definitely Ogun State and the students will gain so much from it.
Actually, this program is very educative. It's all embracing. And with this workshop, I am very much empowered. When I get to my states, I will have to communicate what we have learned here to the Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. We will do our best to make sure that this project is implemented in our state, in Enugu State.
The school's anti-trafficking education and advocacy project is another milestone in NAPTIP's quest to eradicate human trafficking, an enduring initiative. Have you been promised a job here in Nigeria or abroad? What about offers of free education or enrollment in a foreign football club? Please do your research. These are some of the antics of human traffickers. Human trafficking is modern-day slavery. It entails forced labor, sex trafficking, and organ harvesting. Its consequences have devastating psychological effects such as depression, anxiety, memory loss, severe forms of mental trauma, and death. NAPTIP is working tirelessly to ensure protection of victims and speedy prosecution of offenders. Are you a victim? Waste no time. Call NAPTIP now on 0703 0000203 or the toll-free short code 627. NAPTIP, ensuring a human trafficking and violence-free nation.
Indeed, the school's anti-trafficking education and advocacy project is a laudable initiative that will make a huge impact in the fight against human trafficking in Nigeria. Up next is our victim story segment. Keep watching.
My mother know them for since I just know. My mother leave me for this Abuja to me and my sister. She calling me for this Abuja. Me and my sister, she can't go Zamfara. Since that day she go, she not come back for this place. She can't go. Then my uncle can carry my sister go their house, keep her for their house. They calling me only me and my father. My father start they sleep with me. He start they sleep with me. One woman come to Naptin come rescue me. Thank you, Naptin.
For more inquiries and support or to report cases of suspected human trafficking, violence against persons and child abuse, please call NAPTIP hotline 0703 0000203 or the short code 627. Take advantage of the NAPTIP iReporter app and report incidences with ease. Email us info@naptip.gov.ng. Visit our website www.naptip.gov.ng. Follow us on our social media platforms at NAPTIP Nigeria or watch our videos on YouTube.
This is where we draw the curtain on this episode of NAPTIP On The Move. Till I come your way again, support NAPTIP by reporting all cases of human trafficking, child abuse, and violence against persons. Thank you for watching. I'm Angela Agwegi. See you again, same time next week.